Have you ever paid your credit card on time, sometimes even in full, but still notice that your credit score dropped? Don't worry, the credit scoring system isn't broken. It's just that you don't know when it's measuring you. I'm Jose Rodriguez, also known as the Credit Dude, and I'm the owner and founder of Got Credit. I've been helping people for over 16 years on how to truly maximize their credit scores so they can always win. In this video, I'm breaking down what's called the statement date strategy. This is the difference between your due date and your statement closing date, and why most people are optimizing the wrong one. So once you're able to truly know the difference on when to pay the credit card and how the credit bureaus see you, you'll ultimately be able to maximize your credit scores. Let's talk about the first thing that really affects your credit, which is the invisible snapshot. A lot of people might not realize that when the banks report your credit card to the credit bureaus, it's reporting what is on the statement closing date. So this means that if you have a high balance when your statement closes, but your due date is after your statement closing date, and you make the minimum payment after that, or you paid it off in full, you typically did nothing wrong, right? But what happens is if the balance that's being reported on your statement closing date is either high or close to the limit, that is what ultimately the credit bureaus see. And that is why your credit score is ultimately dropping, because you're not knowing when they're actually measuring you and what they're actually grading you on. The credit bureaus really only see what you do when it gets reported, not what you do after. So if, like I said, you are paying off the balance in full on your due date, but just paying it off a few days early or a few days before your statement closing date, that's ultimately what the credit bureaus are gonna see, and you'll get rewarded a lot more. Now let's talk about the second topic, which is the due date myth. Most people believe that as long as they pay their credit cards off or their credit cards in full by the due date, that they're good. Now this does protect you from late payments, and typically you never have to worry about getting a call because you have a late payment, and you typically are avoiding any interest as well because you're paying on the due date and you're not carrying a balance down the road. But payment history is about on-time payments, and utilization is about the balance that's being reported. And both of them, even though they factor your credit score is very high, they're very different, because yes, you could be paying your payments on time every single month. Now listen, don't get me wrong, if you're only making the minimum payment, it's still rewarding you with good payment history. But if you're having high balances every single month, and because you're paying after the statement closing date, what you're doing is you're jeopardizing your credit scores, and that could be the difference of you being at a high 700s or mid 700s and possibly an 820 or even that sweet 850 that we all like. Because by not knowing when the credit bureaus are actually reporting your information, it's ultimately gonna hurt you. Now, let's dive into what the utilization sweet spot is. A lot of people think that as long as you're making on-time payments, like I said before, that you're good. And if you're not able to make the payment in full and you can't pay off that credit card off to a zero balance, you wanna make sure you stay between 10 to 30% of that credit limit that you have. Granted, paying off more is ultimately gonna put you in a better position, but we understand you maybe had an emergency that month, or you might have not been able to pay it off. So if you know you're gonna make a payment more than the minimum, do everything possible to pay it off before the statement closing date, even if you're not paying it off in full. So if it's still gonna leave $200 balance or $300 balance, that's better than waiting until you get your statement or waiting until you get your bill and then paying on the due date. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to the due date and when it comes to paying off your credit cards, either in full before the statement closing date or before the actual bill is due, sometimes this might not work if you have your payment on auto pay. Why? Because your auto pay is either gonna do two things. You're gonna pay the credit card off in full, or you're gonna make the minimum payment. So if you're not able to pay off the card in full, but you at least can make the minimum payment, but you wanna pay more, make sure that you sometimes might have to take it off of auto pay and take manual control of this tactic. Now, just be careful, because if you don't remember, it is gonna pretty much give you a late payment. So as long as you're disciplined to know that your accounts are not on auto pay and you're making more than the minimum payment, you're in a good position. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the fourth thing, which a lot of people think the zero trap is good. Now, what does this mean? A lot of people think that if you pay your credit cards to zero every single month, that you're good. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a big advocate of paying off all your credit card debt in full before the statement date if you can. But if you really want to maximize your credit score, and if you really want to put yourself in a position to where it's at least letting the credit bureaus know that you're using a little bit. Now, here's the thing. The credit bureaus only get the information that is being reported. So they're not going to care, honestly, if your credit cards are at 0% or a zero balance every single month. The credit card system, or the credit card that you actually have, is the one that's reporting. So if they see that you're not using the credit card at all, they're gonna close it. But if they see that you're using the credit card, paying it in full, using the credit card, paying it in full before the statement closing date, you're not doing anything wrong. So don't worry, don't be alarmed. But if you do truly want to maximize your credit score in this category, leave it at 1% utilization. So whatever your credit limit is, pay down your balance to 1%, and that will ultimately maximize your credit score, which in this category, it's 165 points. So if every single month a zero balance gets reported, you might be benefiting maybe 150, 160 around there. But if you leave it at 1%, this is where you get the full 165 points in this category, and sometimes can be the difference of you hitting that 800 credit score mark. Now, last but not least, I want to talk to you about execution and risk, because paying off your credit card debt is one of the greatest things you could do. But if you're doing it the wrong way and you're using your credit cards the wrong way, you could actually get your credit card shut down. And what I'm talking about today is called credit cycling. So let's say you have a $1,000 credit limit and you use $1,000 today, you pay it off, and then next week you use $1,000, you pay it off, and then another $1,000 and you pay it off. Now, this might be great and you might be thinking, like, hey, I'm not doing anything wrong. In the eyes of the credit card, have a term for this called credit cycling, because what you're doing is you're using the credit limit and you're manipulating the system to use technically $3,000. Now, if you do this every once in a while because maybe you paid it off and you're good, but if you're doing this every single month, the credit card that you have is going to catch on, and rather than just even lowering your limit, they're going to just shut you down. So what you're better off doing is, if you know that you're on time every month and you're paying it in full, what you're better off doing is just calling your credit card and say, hey, listen, for the last 6 months, I've been using this credit card more than I thought. I've never had a late payment. I've always paid more than I could. So is there any way you can give me a credit limit increase? Oh, what would you want? Well, I use around $3,000 a month. You might be surprised and they might give you $5,000. So just be careful. Credit cycling is one of those things where you might not think you're doing anything wrong, but it could put you in a risky position if you're doing it over and over again, and you're better off just asking for that credit limit increases, which is ultimately going to increase your credit score anyway. So remember, your credit score is not random. It's all about proper technique and proper timing. So if you understand how the banking system works and how to properly use your credit cards to increase your credit score, there's never going to be a chance that you don't win when it comes to credit. So listen, just stop reacting when your credit score drops, and just know that even though you make on-time payments and you're paying your balances off in full when the statement comes or when the bill is due, just try to pay it a little bit earlier. Try to pay your credit cards in full or to that 1% before the statement closing date, and let me know if your credit score goes up. So if you have any questions, please comment below. I would love to know what you have that I can answer for you. And if you like this video, make sure you like it and subscribe to my channel, because every single week I give you game on how to take your credit to the next level. Peace.